So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 18, I think, of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. And well, today is the start of a brand new season. We are in season 2. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I implore you to do so before you see this one. Spoilers. Good, left a gap in there. We got promoted on the final day of the league season. We finished second. I just about managed to keep my job somehow, but we are now playing our football in the championship. And well, if you are a long time watcher of the channel, firstly, thank you. Secondly, you know how I like to play these. The first episode of a new season is always quite busy, and this one is no different. I've done my usual. I've absolutely reamed the, I don't even know if that's the right word, the free agents list. And well, we've made quite a few additions, as you would expect. If you are new to this, you may hate this, but I love doing this on FIFA. So, yeah, it's the 2nd, I think it's literally the 2nd of July. And I think we've made 9 signings so far. I love doing this in FIFA. Let's introduce you to some new players, shall we? But firstly, if we just have a quick catch-up, Joe Tomlinson has left the club. These are all pre-arranged transfers. He's gone to Cluj, as has Hector Cipriano. Mason Clark has gone to Real Oviedo. We've already had an offer for Johnson Clark-Harris from Salernitana, $2.5 million. I instantly said no. So, 41 goals in League One, $2.5 million is not going to cut it. Yeah, let's introduce you to these signings. I apologise, I'm going to try and crop this as best as I can, just to try not giving anything away. The first one we have is Marco Tilio. Now, this is a signing that was recommended by, I do forget your name, I do apologise, but early on in the career mode, 4 signing suggestions were left by one person. If this was you, thank you. Marco Tilio has been signed, 21-year-old Australian, only 67 rated. He's come in, and I'm going to loan him out straight away. Just because I signed him, just because he was a recommendation. We've had money left over, so this guy is just going to hopefully go out on loan straight away and get some experience. But that's the first one. We're going to do these in reverse order of overall, so lowest overall up to the highest. So Tilio is the only person that we've spent money on. Okay, so the first free agent signing we made is Abdel Karim Hassan. It was actually a guy we were looking at last year, but we didn't quite have the wage structure. I've offered a lot of players, if you've seen last episode, a lot of players are out of contract. I've already offered new contracts to Clark Harris and Fuchs. They're the 2 players that I immediately went out and offered a new contract to. And the wages have bumped up slightly, obviously being in the championship. We're paying a little bit more. So I felt comfortable bringing in a higher caliber of player on a bit more money. So a lot of these signings we've made are sort of would have broken the previous structure. But now we're in championship, actually. They come in as some of our higher earners, but understandable. So yeah, Abdel Karim Hassan, another Qatari that's joined us. He's predominantly a left wing back, but actually he's going to be our 4th choice centre back because he's over 6 foot. And he's actually got some decent attributes to suit being a centre-back. So, yeah, he's going to come in and be our 4th choice centre-back because we've still got Ahmed at the club, as you can see. And Assad is there as well. So, all of our Qataris are all together, which is quite nice. But, yeah, so Hassan is in for some centre-back cover. Well, extra left-back cover as well. The next signing we have made, and we made this signing at Barnsley, but Maxime Colin comes in on a free transfer from Birmingham, was released at the end of the summer. 71 overall, better than either of the right backs that we had. Nathan Thompson is grown up to 70 rated, but is actually retiring at the end of this season. So yeah, we needed, at least I felt we could improve on Joe Ward. So yeah, we've brought in Maxime Colin, 31 years of age. A lot of these players that we've brought in are sort of 30, 31 years of age. So they've only handed out a couple of years contracts. And a lot of the players who they're replacing, we're going to try and loan out instead of selling. So yeah, we'll come to that in a minute. But Maxime Colin is a new player at right back. But he's not our only new right back. Tommy Smith is also in at the club, released by Middlesbrough in the summer. He's going to be our starting right back. Not too much between Smith and Colin, but Smith has got slightly better physical stats, I believe. So we're going to go with Tommy Smith. So a complete overhaul at right back. Nathan Thompson still at the club. There's not really a lot you can do with a retiring player. You can't sell them, can't loan them. So he'll be around the club. But yeah, complete overhaul at right back. We are going to try and loan out Joe Ward because, as I said, he's a bit younger than these guys and he's still, decent enough rated. So yeah, we don't want to get rid of him. So we'll try and loan him out. So yeah, 2 new right backs at the club. Our next new signing, Robbie Brady, on a free from Preston, 71 overall, again 31 years of age, Irish, can play left back, left wing and centre mid, and it's actually the latter that he is going to play for us. He's going to be our 4th choice central midfielder, be battling it out with the likes of Saville and Taylor and Fuchs for a central midfield role, but I felt like we had good cover at left back and left wing, so actually, yeah, he's going to come in and be, well, we'll probably deploy him in multiple positions, but an immediate plan is he's going to be cover for central midfield. Another free transfer from Preston. I actually really like this guy. Daniel Johnson, 71 overall, 30 years old, from Jamaica. He can play central midfield or a cam or a striker. We've actually brought him in. He's going to be our backup cam, obviously, to Garner, who's rated like 81, which is ridiculous. But his versatility is quite good. He could even fight for a place in the central midfield, but I think he's quite comfortable going forward. So actually having him as a backup to Garner, that's the one. We're going to try and loan out Ben Thompson as a result, kind of the same thing as Joe Ward. But I felt just a good improvement, really. A lot of I think pretty much our entire squad, bar maybe 2 players, is over 70 rated or over now. So again, it's just a constant, improving slightly where we can and just improving the whole general squad. So yeah, another nice little addition. Our next signing, Jamal Lowe, released from Bournemouth. As you can see, can play on either wing or up front. We've initially brought him in to be a backup striker, and as a result, Ricky J. Jones again is going to. We're going to try and get him a loan deal. But actually, I'm actually going to start Jamal Lowe on that left-hand side for now. But move Bakari back over. Ajiboye is unfortunately going to drop to the bench. We'll see how Lowe gets on. Initially, to start with, we may revert back to Ajiboye and Bakari if it doesn't work, but I feel like his versatility is quite important, and also a real sort of knack for goal scoring. The fact he's a natural striker means when the likes of Ajiboye and Bakari were cutting in last season, because they're not necessarily natural finishers, some of their chances weren't going away, whereas I feel like Jamal Lowe, another natural finisher on the pitch, could really help us in that area. So he's initially a backup striker. We'll try him out on the left. We'll see how it goes. But again, just improving. I felt like we needed to improve up-front options. I wasn't massively impressed with Ricky J. Jones last season. I feel like I'd be more comfortable with Lowe. So yeah, Jones going to go out on loan and a very good option to have. Well, the last ones of the 71 overall rated, and I couldn't not bring this guy in. How Barnsley have released Mads Andersen is absolutely unbelievable to me. 25 years of age, so he's come in. I think he's our youngest centre-back. I think he might be the same age as Josh Knight. Going to duke it out with Josh Knight for that other centre-back spot, but he's an absolute beast. I think he's 6'4". Obviously, we know him from our time at Barnsley. As soon as I saw he was released, I was like, yeah, bringing him in straight away. We know how good he is. We know how good he can be. And again, just adds very good depth at centre-back for us. And actually, the last signing that we've made, and it's the best in terms of on paper, Daniel Bentley, released by Bristol City. I think in real life he's gone to Brentford now. But 74 overall. As soon as I saw this guy was going to become available, I wanted him. I really like Daniel Bentley in real life as a goalkeeper. I think he's really good. It means he is going to displace Riznik, but Riznik is young, so him having Riznik as a backup keeper, I think at 24 is certainly not a bad thing to have. Bentley probably in his prime now, but 74 is a bit of an upgrade, I feel like, in the area, and it was just, I felt like I couldn't let him go. So yeah, Bentley has come in. There were plenty of other free agent options that we had shortlisted, but we've got rid of those. So we were looking at likes of Jack Butland and even Karius as goalkeeper options as well. But yeah, we've brought in Daniel Bentley. Really pleased with that. So our squad is now looking very strong. So if I uncrop this now, and you can see it how it is, our squad is very, very bloated. We are looking to sell 5 players, and we called up a lot of the youth academy because they actually feel like some of them had a good chance at this level. We're looking to loan out 14 players. So we've got our 22-man squad plus the 5 that we're trying to get rid of. So that's 27 plus 14. So we've got 41-man squad at the moment. So yeah, Daniel Bentley is there. Christy Pym, we are trying to get rid of. We are looking to sell. Bergstrom, we're going to look to get on loan. I don't know whether FIFA still does this thing of, because a person is in the last 12 months of their contract, they don't get a loan, which I find baffling. If that's the case, then obviously we're going to have to offer some of these players new contracts. But yeah, as you've gone through, you'll probably see a lot of players' contracts expiring. But Bergstrom is someone I wanted to keep a hold of at 20 years of age, at 66. Still got plenty of room to grow, so I'm going to try and loan him out. Riznik is going to be our backup. Obviously, we've got Hassan, Burrows. His contract is expiring. I'll probably offer him a new contract sooner rather than later. Starting left back, Dan Butler, we're going to try and loan out if we can. Nagy, we're going to try and sell. Ahmed, backup left back. Thompson is just going to be around the squad. Fiola is retiring as well, just going to be around the squad. Frankie Kent, we are going to try and sell, just because we've upgraded in that area now. So unfortunately for Frankie Kent, it just means that he's just not quite going to cut it for us, unfortunately. Anderson, as we said, backup centre half. Knight, into the last 12 months of his contract at the moment, is going to be a starter, but we'll duke it out with Anderson. Ronnie Edwards, first name, one of the first names on the team sheet, best centre back we have. Smith, starting right back. Colin, I don't know why I said it like that. Colin, backup right back. Joe Ward, as I said, we're going to try and loan out. Robbie Brady, backup centre mid. Tilio, just a youngster, we're going to try and loan out. Austin Thorpe, youngster from the academy, we're going to loan out. Ollie Norburn, we are going to try and sell, actually. I would try and loan him out, but the fact he's now 30, I just think it's probably just time maybe that we get rid of him. I know he's a bit of a Peterborough hero, but I think his time has come, unfortunately, to move on to pastures new in this save. Fuchs offered a new contract, starting centre midfielder, as is Jack Taylor. Gonna duke it out for a centre mid spot, but yeah, probably offer him a new deal sooner rather than later. Thompson, last 12 months of his deal, we're going to try and loan him out. Saville, in the last 12 months of his deal as well. Daniel Johnson, as we said, backup Cam. Elliot Lee from the academy, we're going to loan out, as is Lucas Saunders. Randall, going to be in and around the squad, is our backup left winger. Ali Assad, I've got him down on my spreadsheet as our starting left winger, but actually he'll just be a backup somewhere around the midfield 3. Guerra is from the academy, going to try and loan him out, as is Lucas Cole, as is Oliver Curtis. Lots of wingers you'll notice from the academy. Bakari, starting right midfielder. Ajiboye at the moment is a backup, but that may change. Fisher from the academy will try and loan out. Clark Harris, starting striker, of course. Kai Corbett grew right on his loan spell, but just think probably not going to quite cut it, so we are going to try and sell him. Ricky J. Jones, hopefully get a loan out. Garner is our best player. He's actually going to be captain this season because Nathan Thompson is out of the side. I've put him as captain for now, but quite often if it's not suitable, FIFA will recommend a replacement, but for now he's going to be our captain. Jamal Lowe, as we said, we're going to start him out on the left, see how it goes. Marriott, we're going to try and loan out again. He didn't grow out on his loan again, so we'll see how that goes. And that is it. So yeah, that's the squad. Obviously, we have pre-season games coming up. If we have a look at the calendar, of course, the friendlies happen later. So we've got Stuttgart, Genoa and Lecce in friendlies, and Stoke at home is the first game of our championship season. Actually, one that I fancy we could win. If we have a look at what is expected of us this season, our manager rating is critical, which is not ideal. Youth development, within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the academy play in 50% of the games of next season. I never normally do these, so if we do, it would be great, but if not, not the end of the world. get 5 wins in the league. So you look at that and you'd think that they're not expecting too much from us this season, getting 5 wins in the league. Financial, sell 2 players and sign 3 important players to replace them. Finish the season without any unspent budget. Well, we've already signed the 3 important players. We just need to sell 2 players. Domestic success, they want us to gain automatic promotion from the Championship. It's a low priority, but the fact they only want us to get 5 wins in the league, but then they want automatic promotion. Right. I may well be sacked in this save. But yeah, that's about it for now. Yeah, we have got some development plans going. We've got a few names still in the youth academy. But yeah, we'll see how things go. That's what our team is looking like for now. We're sticking with the 4-2-3-1 as it stands. I've still got some names on my shortlist if we have a look. So we've still got free agents there. Lucas Zhao is on there as a striker option. For me, wants a little bit too much money. So if his wage demands come down, then we'll see. Adam Forshaw is the same. Another central midfield option, but again, wants slightly too much money for me at the moment. And Axel Tuanzebe as well. You'd think it would be a no-brainer to bring him in, and I do agree. But again, at the moment, just wants a bit too much in wages for my liking. Also, the other recommendations that have been left in there, Jonas David, Drew Yearwood and Idris Atorre. We've tried to bring in all of these guys, but when it came to contracts of these guys, what I offered them was apparently not good enough. So we'll go again. If we do bring in any of these guys, we'll all try and loan them all out. So yeah, at the moment, probably not quite good enough to compete for a first team place, but they have youth on their side, so if they go out and have good loan spells, then they could come back and certainly look to play a first team role, especially as a lot of the players that we've signed are sort of getting up there in age. So an ageing squad, but squad with plenty of championship experience, I feel like is the important thing that we've brought in here. So hopefully we're set for a half decent season. For now though, I'll do my usual. We'll press on towards that first game of the season. If there's any transfer business, I will of course bring it to you here. Right, first conundrum. We had an offer for Jack Marriott, but it was a valuation and I just said no. But Johnson Clark-Harris, Angers from France, 2.4 he's worth. Director of Football reckons we could get as high as 3.7. Now this is the sort of room for negotiation that actually I feel like is plausible. I would probably take 3.5 above, but he was so important to us last season. But you know, Angers is a step up. They play in Liga, so and I feel like aren't they like quite a rich team? I feel like they have the potential to be quite good. Right, okay, I'm gonna negotiate and I'm gonna go for the top end. I'm not going to take anything less. I'm going to go for the top end of what the director of football says. Okay, 3.7 million. And they've gone in straight away and said yes. Okay, we may be about to lose Johnson Clark-Harris. I did not anticipate that. Okay, we've had a bid for Ollie Norburn from Al Nassr. Interestingly, he's worth 1 mil. We'll try and see if we can be cheeky and get a little bit more for him. I mean, it's not going to be too much, but I reckon we can get 1.1. So if we're about to have to try and replace Johnson Clark-Harris, they're happy to do that. Fine. Okay, so the clear out may be about to start. Okay, we've added a loan offer for Kevin Rouen Metropole. French accent on point there. Loan offer for one of our youngsters, so we will delegate that as just a loan 1 year. Not looking to sell. No word on the Clark-Harris offer. Imagine if he turns them down. There it is. There is the news. Johnson Clark-Harris has gone. He has gone to France, gone to Angers. 3.7 million. Yeah, I may get scolded for this in the comments, but it's one of those moves where I feel like we couldn't stand in his way. It's a good amount of money for the club. Yeah, we could have got more money for him, considering how many goals he scored in the league, but he's getting up there in age, 28. I'm trying to make excuses, but you know, this does hurt. I'm not gonna lie, this does really hurt. But we say goodbye to a hero of the series already. JCH, thank you for your services. Thank you for your incredible goal scoring record last season. I wish you all the best in France, my friend. I've just had a look. I was just seeing about Zhao, what he was saying, but again, wages probably slightly too much. Tunzabi has gone to Argentina, so we can count him out. Okay, so my thinking is, I've just had a look. We've already got adequate options, so actually, Ben Thompson we were trying to loan out, going to keep him, and he can be our backup cam. So what I'm thinking now is we put Garner up top and we bring in, where is he, Daniel Johnson as our cam. Happy with that. So just a quick update, we brought in a couple of the recommended players that were recommended. What else? Jonas David has come in from Hamburg. That cost us $500,000 plus Frankie Kent. So Frankie Kent has gone out the other way. Not a bad move for him, Hamburg. And we also brought in Drew Yearwood as well from New York Red Bulls. But these guys, I am gonna loan out straight away. I don't think they're both young, so they hopefully will get loans and good playing time. But at the moment, I just don't see them challenging for a first team place. So they're ones for the future for sure, but for now I think we're going to try and loan them out. And I'm just moving these shirt and unders as I'm a bit OCD, but there you are. We did try and sign the other recommended player for a second time, but the wages again that we offered him are still apparently not good enough. So unless there's any other movement, I don't plan any more players coming in for the time being. It's just going to be a case of players going out. So finally, a cutscene that isn't bugged. He doesn't look happy, bless him, Ollie Norburn, but his days at Peterborough, I'm afraid, are over. So thank you for your services to the club, Ollie. Of course, didn't really play much for us last season, but I know he is a bit of a Peterborough hero. But he has gone to Saudi Arabia, gone to join up with Cristiano Ronaldo, I do believe. There you go. So another player out of the club. Thank you, Ollie. So the French team have accepted our bid, or accepted our offer of a year loan deal for Lucas Cole. So we'll accept that. And a loan to buy offer for Marco Tilio. Again, we will delegate that as just a loan offer. Hopefully, he can get some good playing time out of Vallecano. And just like that, actually, it's our first friendly of pre-season. So that is the starting lineup as it stands. Ronnie Edwards already grown up to 73 rated. Things you love to see. Dominic Solanke up front for Stuttgart, interestingly. But we will quick sim this game against Stuttgart and a 3-1 win for the German side. Solanke scoring a goal. Jamal Lowe scoring for us. I didn't expect to beat Stuttgart, to be fair. But hey-ho. So Vallecano have accepted the 1 year loan deal for Tilio, which is good. Another loan to buy offer from Atletico Central Cordoba from Guerra. I'm assuming that's like Colombia or something, but we'll delegate that as a loan offer. And there was a Brady position change. Lovely. Oh, wow. Okay. Brady's rating's gone up to 73 as a centre mid. Decent, that. And our next friendly is here against Genoa. So, again, we will sim this one. They're just about fit, I think, for this one. Burrows has grown up to 72 rated, which is good. Again, I'm not expecting too much from this friendly. We'll see how we get on, though. 2-0 win. Nice. Garner at the double. Very good. Had the better of the game as well against Genoa. An offer for Kai Corbett from Christiansen, Norway, I'm thinking. And it's overvaluation. We can't get much more. We are looking to sell him. I will accept that. Happy days. So Cordoba have accepted our proposal of a 1 year loan deal, which is ideal. And Leeds have put in a 1 year loan deal for Drew Yearwood. I'll accept that. Happy days. If he can get first team football at Leeds, I will very much take that. Are they still in the Prem as well? I think they are, aren't they? And there we go. Finally, the last recommended player is in the door. Idrissa Traore wanted quite the hefty wage rise, but we have given it to him. 1.5 million he's cost us from Pisa. And yeah, we will look to loan him out as well. Confirmation then that Tilio has gone out on loan to Vallecano. Again, just getting a lot of these youngsters out and getting playing football is massive, really. So the final group game or the final friendly, I should say. A bit of pre-season, just having a look. I think we're just about ready to go. So again, I will quick sim. This is the one I'm more confident of, and indeed we get a very good win. Garner, hat-trick, Bakari on the score sheet as well. We are set up nicely for this first game of the season in actually just a few days now against Stoke. So confirmation that Yearwood has gone out on loan. Kai Corbett has left us to join Christensen, and we've had a bid from Watford for Zolt Nagy. Well, above valuation. I'm just going to accept that. Another one out the door. Hopefully, the only transfer listed player we have left now, if Nagy goes, is Christy Pym. So hopefully, as Douglas Luiz joins Freiburg, interestingly, hopefully we can get him out the door sooner rather than later too. Still a lot of players that we want to get out on loan though. Confirmation that Guerra has gone on loan to Cordoba, which is good. And Nagy has joined Watford already. That was very quick indeed. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly, lovely stuff. Same thing. Right, pre-match press conference time then, ahead of this first championship game in the save. Can you be in the promotion shake-up? We'll give it our best. I can't believe we're being touted for automatic promotion, but there you go. Will David get a game? I'll pick him when he's ready. I really want him to go out on loan, but that might not be the case. Will Torre get a game? Again, I'll pick him when he is ready. But for now, that is everything. I'm going to go and sort out this lineup. And then there is... Oh, yeah, Nathan Thompson's not playing, so he's not going to be captain, is he? Here we go then. The first game of the season at home to Stoke City. And well, we got the little tifo going. I haven't noticed that before actually, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. And I don't know whether to do the lineups as I was doing last season, or sort of do them as they come up like I did before. You have to let me know what you guys prefer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. Look, test ourselves against Championship opposition. Stoke, of course, in real life, not having the best season. I don't know how that will be replicated in this game. Joe Garner, of course, newly appointed club captain, will be leading the line for us. But we made a few changes to the lineup, and this is how it is. So Bentley in goal, a back four of Smith, Anderson, Edwards, and Burrows. Fuchs and Brady in the middle. Bakari out on the right. Johnson in the middle. Lowe out on the left. Garner in attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new faces in that starting 11 for us. I thought that was Carl Walker at the end of the Stoke lineup then. Can see Dwight Gale there. And plenty of names that I recognise being a Championship fan. So they have Zetera in goal. Not heard of him before. Edwards, Taylor, Wilmot, Suter and Timon at the back. I'm assuming that's a back five then. Josh Laurent in the middle is indeed Laurent, Thompson and Baker in the middle with Gale and Brown up front. It said on the pre-match thing they reckon that Tyrese Campbell was going to play up front, but actually he's not. Zetera there giving the team talk. New signing he must be for them. But here we go then. Our first game at Championship level in this series. One I am certainly looking forward to. And well, Gale has burst through the middle there by himself. Oh, Johnson almost, he has latched onto this actually. A nice little change of direction there from Daniel Johnson. A lot of new players to get used to playing with, of course. He's done really well to hold the ball up, but we'll play it back here. Tommy Smith. There's a ball in the middle. Robbie Brady. Nice little turn of pace from him. Burrows. No option in the middle as of yet, so we'll have to turn back out. Patiently play. Stoke look like they're setting up now well. Nice and solid. Daniel Johnson will have a strike here, you know. Oh, it's well. Force Zetera into the save. He turns it round the post. Brady. Bit of a set-piece specialist for us, which we've lacked really. Bakari has the strike. Yeah, certainly something we lacked last season, having someone very good at set pieces. Well, Bakari is played in. DJ, tries to stand it up to the back post. Bakari, can he turn? He shoots, but it is blocked. It's going to fall to Fuchs. And it's just constant pressure from us at the moment. DJ plays it in. Bakari. One more. Smith try and stand this one up. Garner tries to spectacular, but it's cleared away, and Stoke get a sigh of relief from them. Oh, well, that's really well read from Ronnie Edwards. DJ into Garner. A little turn. Oh, tries to feed it back through to the unrushing Jamaican. But as it is, cut out, and now Stoke could potentially counter. Have to be wary of the man over here. Dwight Gale, a few step overs. Baker with the strike, and Dan Bentley. It's easy for him to collect. A good start from us, a bright start, early pressure. DJ out wide to Jamal Lowe. The first we've seen of him, and immediately loses the ball. Edwards, unfortunate there, not to get away with the ball. Oh, he's into the area, and it's a great save from Daniel Bentley. His first test so far in a Peterborough United shirt, and while he has come up trumps for us there. But they can switch it on very quick. Stoke have to get out to him. Jamal Lowe trying to get out to him. It's Laurent. Force him away from goal. It goes for the power strike while facing away from goal. Oh, they've sweated it here, and we've been undone. The ball broke to the Stoke man. I'm not too sure who it was. Jaden Brown's the one that scored. But it's fallen to the man who's desperately trying to come across with Edwards and Bentley. But the play is very clever. Switches it on. Switches it across, sorry, to Jaden Brown, who's just got the simplest of tap-ins. And against the run of play, perhaps, it's Stoke who take the lead and score the first goal of this new season. Robbie Brady will have a strike with him, you know. Oh, and unfortunately, it's straight down Zetter's throat. Anderson, oh, he comes in to win the header well, but header doesn't really have a lot on it for us, unfortunately. Oh, it's a good touch. Oh, Anderson needs to get back here. And well, just like that, Stoke have made it 2-0. Lewis Baker, the captain, the man who scored it. Welcome to the Championship, you'd have to say. A bit calamitous defending. All comes from Anderson's poor header, really. But it's a good turn from Dwight Gale to spin Edwards. And unfortunately for us, it's led to another goal. We are shell-shocked here. I'm certainly a little bit stunned. Well, Bakari has done pretty well there. We'll try and get there. Jamal Lowe is there. Oh, it should have been Garner trying to follow up with the header. Oh, and that's a loose pass. And we've been punished from a loose pass before. Gale. Anderson does well to stick with him, to be fair. Oh, there's a run being made here, and we found it nicely. Burrows. Have to cut back. Johnson. One more. Oh, he's come away with it. Jamal Lowe. Surely. Oh, it's a great block. He's tried to put that in the corner. Taken too much time, and it's allowed the defender to come back and get a block on it. It will be Lowe to take the corner. Garner is there. Can't get anything on it, and it's cleared away. As Gale heads on. And Gvardiol, sorry, a sign for West Ham. That's an interesting signing. Bakari, he's got past his man, Josh Tyman. Trying to stand this one up if we can. It's there to be attacked. And Jamal Lowe just tried to do exactly that. Though Johnson goes round his defender and he finds the back of the net. And he's looked lively, Daniel Johnson. And he's got us a goal. It's a debut goal for the former Preston man. And well, he has looked pretty lively. He's in that number 10 role trying to create something. But it's a nice little turn. And to really put his foot through that into the far corner. Just before the hour mark, we have a breakthrough. Way back into the match. Oh, Fuchs has tried to flatten him there. Brady tries to get a block on that. Oh, it's a goal. For goodness sake. He's just put his foot through this one. Oh, it's unfortunate the way the ball falls back to Edwards. Bentley. It's not the greatest keeping. Stoke restore their 2-goal advantage. He should have gone towards goal then. And well, I'm guessing that was offside because Brown was about to pull the trigger. But the referee has blown his final whistle. And it's a 3-1 defeat on opening day. I don't feel like we played that badly. We had the better of the ball and more shots. I feel like we were kind of hard done by in that game. Ipswich draw in their first game away at Leeds, which is impressive. But yeah, we're in the bottom 3 after the first game. Who actually got promoted via the playoffs? From can we see? A lot of teams haven't even played. It was McDonald's that got promoted. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, I mean, of course, it's only the first game of the season, but yeah, still quite disappointing to lose a game I don't feel we deserve to lose either. So, yeah, disappointing in that aspect as well. Wow. Okay, busy month. So, I think in the next episode we will have 3 games. We'll just start quietly on while we play Ipswich. Okay, so yeah, we'll start fairly comfortably. So we'll have 3 games next time for you. We will start with a trip to Blackpool before playing Bristol Rovers in the Cup, and then we will play Ipswich in the final game of the episode. Hopefully we can pick up our first win at some point. There's some tough games in there. I'm certainly looking towards Millwall, and then the other games might be winnable, to be fair, but we'll have to wait and see. For now though, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this season opener. If you have, pop a like on there for me. I appreciate it. It's always a bit of a longer episode, but if you stuck with me, thank you. As I said, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.